Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's me, xrhammer, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to build the Cannonball Tower in Dungeon Defenders 2. Okay, now the same as the last video, this is not an endgame build. Okay, this is how to build it from scratch. Okay, so you've just completed the campaign, you're starting to, work your way into your chaos, your adventures, stuff like that. You've got a few relics on there. And yeah, you don't really know what to do with it. Okay, so let's just take a look at the Cannonball Tower. Right now, as you can see, it's a ranged defense, and unlike the Flame Aura, it's not an AoE. Okay, so it can only hit. It's a single target tower. Okay, now as you can see, it hits really hard. Right, it is a hard hitting defense, but the downside to it is single target. Okay, so the same applies when you're building any defense. Okay, so let's say we'll use this same relic because it's a nice relic, right? And it doesn't alter anything. It's campaign level relic, right? It is legendary, so you can equip all 3 shards. Okay, because with some of your others, like this epic one, you can only equip 2. So on and so forth. Some of the mythics can only equip 2. Some can equip 3. It's just luck, basically, if you get a nice one to drop. So, right, your first thing you want to be doing with your Cannonball Tower, right, is the same with any defense. In your ascension, you want to put your first 20 points into your speed. Okay, because the attack rate of any defense is crucial. Okay, now as you can see, that has jumped right down to 1.63 seconds, right? Very, very, very far off the maximum, but you can see the DPS has shot up a lot just through putting, this relic on. Make sure that it's always got power at the top, the first rating, okay, because that is the better stat. Okay, the health on the ones where you can see the defense power first and then the defense health, the health is like a secondary sort of, thing. Yeah. Right, so let's say, for instance, you've got one of these, a relic, and it's got defense rate on it. Okay, now I'm pretty sure I don't have just a normal defense rate, right? But I do have some defense range, right? So for me, it's a trade-off, right? For initially, the first thing you want to do with your ascension is you always want to build speed. Okay, you want to build your speed, and then your defense crit chance, defense crit damage, and the range gambit. Okay, because the range on this wants to be near enough at its peak, right? It wants to be near enough at its maximum because it's only single target. So you want it to hit the enemies from as far away, right, to maximize its potential as such, right? So what we're going to do is we'll take a quick little walk up here because I forgot how slow they are without the movement speed, right? And we'll put it up here. Okay, so now let's say you've got really lucky, right, and you managed to get an 8 out of 10 defense range. Okay, so let's unequip that and we throw that on, and as you can see now, the range has increased a lot, right, which is always beneficial. Okay, so if you find anything, let's say you found a nice defense rate, even better, right? Because it's going to be hitting a lot more. Let's just have a look at this, right? So the DPS is 1599, right? So let's say 1600. Let's throw the max defense rate on it, okay? And it's gone up to 332,000 just off the defense rate, okay? So your speed is the first thing you want to be getting down, okay? So let's go and unequip that, and I'll put that back in a little bit. Right, so let's equip this campaign, and we will go over the shards. Okay, now typically you would be running your destruction, which you get at Chaos 1, right, which is always nice, and then you get deadly strikes at Chaos 3 and defense rate at Chaos 4. Okay, but if you haven't got these, or let's say, because you won't, if you're at Chaos 1, you won't have deadly strikes or your defense rate. Now, a good shard to put on is your Stunfire, okay, because when you max it out, it gives you a 25% chance to stun the target for 3 seconds. Okay, now that is huge. Crowd control on these, you know, you've got a couple set up, they're all hitting individual targets and they're stunning them, right? It's always nice, but yeah, it's not that good later on. So let's say, right, you've got your destruction, let's say you're at Chaos 4, you've got your deadly strikes on there, and you've got your defense rate. Okay, now these are all gilded, so it's going to reflect on these, right? But yeah, as you can see, the DPS, well, the range, sorry, is at 3,800. Okay, now if you go into your Ascension and you go straight into your range gambit, okay, we'll do crit, chance, and damage, and we'll put all of that straight into the damage. Right, any remaining points, and as you can see, the range is now huge. Right, and that's what you want. You want it, there we go, hitting as far away as possible with it being single target. Okay, that's the most important thing. Do your speed, do your range on these things. Okay, so like, because now we could put it over here and it will hit. Yeah, see, so this behind a defense or behind a blockade, a spiked blockade, and it will be hitting from a long way away at full speed. Right, so that is awesome. That's what you want. And as you can see, it's only single target. So yeah, keep that in mind. So yeah, guys, that is how to build the Cannonball Tower. I really hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, guys.